Hello class and welcome to section 1-2, which is all about solving linear equations. By the end of today's lesson, you will be solving equations using SAD-MEP and also writing and solving your own algebraic equations. A reminder, SAD-MEP stands for PEMDAS backwards. We do this when we are solving an equation, so the variable is mixed into our equations. A reminder that the S is for subtraction, the A is for add, dividing, multiply, exponents, and parentheses. So we're using these as we go backwards, just like with PEMDAS, adding and subtracting our group, multiplying and dividing our group, exponents is by itself, and parentheses is by itself. The one exception with this, with the parentheses, distributive property will be done first, but I will get to that later in the lesson. So if we are looking at this equation, we are trying to solve for a variable that's built into our equation. The first thing you always want to do is combine like terms if you have any. So in this case, we've got negative 6x and a positive 6x. Those are on the same side of the equal sign, so all we're going to do is put them together. If I have negative 6 and I'm adding 12, I've got 6x. We're just combining those like terms, putting them together on the same side of the equal sign. Same thing is going to happen when I've got 9 minus 24. So combining those together, I'm going to get negative 15. Then we jump to the opposite side of the equal sign, and it says it's equal to 35 minus 20, which is 15. So far, all I've done is combined my like terms in order to be able to use SAD-MEP. Now we're going to go through, and I see that there is subtraction, so I'm going to get rid of that by using addition, adding 15 to both sides, which is going to give me 6x is equal to 30. So that negative 15 got canceled out by the positive 15. Then I'm going to go ahead and get rid of multiplying by 6 by dividing by 6, giving me a final answer of 5. If you wanted to be sure to check that you are correct, you can always take this 5 and plug it back into both spots where there's an x, and you will find that this is equal on both sides. Go ahead and try this one on your own. Combining our like terms, we get 5p plus 17 is equal to 52. Then using SAD-MEP, we find that p is equal to 7. This one is a little bit more complex, and as I said in the beginning, we use SAD-MEP pretty much all the time when we solve problems. But if there is something like this at the beginning, where we can use distributive property, we can actually deal with the parentheses part first because we can do distribution. So I'm going to use the distributive property, which is going to give me 2x plus 8 over 3 minus 8 is equal to 32. Now, even though the parentheses are gone, this is still a group on top. So if it helps you to put parentheses there to indicate you still want to do that last, you can. So my next step here is going to be to add 8, getting rid of my subtraction. And I've got 2x plus 8 over 3 is equal to 40. Then I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that division by 3 with multiplying by 3. And I've got 2x plus 8 is equal to 120. Now that everything else is gone, those parentheses around that numerator are gone as well. So I'm going to go ahead and subtract 8 from both sides, giving me 2x is equal to 112. And I am going to finish up by dividing by 2, giving me a final answer of x is equal to 56. Again, you can go and plug this back into your equation to double check. So in this case, 2 times 56 plus 4, 56 plus 4 is 60, 60 times 2 is 120, 120 divided by 3 is 40, minus 8 gives us 32. So you can go through and do those mental checks to make sure your answers are correct. Go ahead and try this one on your own. No need to distribute on this one, so we start by subtracting that 4, working our way down. We find that we get an answer of x is equal to 3. One of the cases that we are going to look at specifically is called consecutive integers. This is one form of problem where you're going to have to write your own expression. Consecutive integers are talking about a specific group of numbers in counting order. So for example, 1, 2, 3. So this first consecutive integer example would be 1, 2, 3. If we say n is 1, 1 plus 1 gives us that 2, and 1 plus 2 gives us 3. Consecutive evens, same kind of idea, but now we're just counting by even numbers. So 2, 4, 6. So if n was 2, 2 plus 2 gives us 4, and 2 plus 4 gives us that 6. The pattern stays the same for odd integers. So even though we're counting 1, 3, 5, our equation part stays the same as it did for the evens because 1 plus 2 gives us 3 and 1 plus 4 gives us 5. So if you're just counting in order, 1, 2, 3, you're going to have the number plus 1, the number plus 2, etc., keeps going. Even and odd, you're going to add 2 every time, so you're doing that skip counting. So for example, it says the sum of 3 consecutive integers is 132. What are the 3 integers? So first we see the word sum, and we need to know that we are writing an addition equation. It's asking us for 3 consecutive integers. So my first number is going to be x. My second number is x plus 1. And my third number is x plus 2, following that pattern that we just had from the table of adding 1 every time. Now, since it says we're doing the sum, in order to write my equation, I'm going to have x plus 1, that's my second number, plus x plus 2 is my third number, and the total is going to be 132. Now we're going to go ahead and combine our like terms, and when we do that, we're going to end up with 1, 2, 3 x's plus 1 and 2, which gives us 3. Then you go ahead and follow normal SAD/MEP rules when solving. So to get rid of adding, we're going to subtract, giving me 3x is equal to 129. And then we finish up by dividing by 3, giving me an answer of x is equal to 43. Now, to answer my question, it says, what are the 3 integers? So I figured out that x was equal to 43. So then my next number, x plus 1, is 44. And my last number, x plus 2, is 45. So keeping those numbers in order. Another example of this, we're finding 3 consecutive odd integers this time. So if we go back and we look at our pattern, the odd integers, we're going to add 2. So we start with x, and then we've got the x plus 2 and x plus 4. Again, we're looking for the sum of these numbers. So we're going to say x plus my second number of x plus 2 plus my third number of x plus 4 is equal to 75. Combining our like terms, we're going to get 3x plus 6 is equal to 75. Using SAD/MEP, we're going to go ahead and subtract 6, and I'm going to get 3x is equal to 69. And then when I divide by 3, I find out that x is equal to 23, which is good because we wanted an odd integer. So my first number is 23. My next odd number plus 2 is 25, and the next odd number after that is 27. Go ahead and try this one on your own, finding 3 consecutive integers whose sum is 21. Adding them up, we've got x plus 1, x plus 2 equals 21. Using SAD MEEP to solve, you're going to get a value of x is equal to 6, so your numbers are 6, 7, and 8. And then we're just going to go through a couple more word problems. So for this one, 4 friends are using an online coupon to get a discount on their concert tickets. You can see the order down here. They spent $312 for 4 tickets. What is the price of 1 ticket without the discount? So if we're looking at this receipt right here, we are looking for that original price. We've got 4 friends buying tickets at the original price. Because it is a discount, that should indicate to you that we are subtracting. So we're taking off the discount of $15 for each ticket, and our final price is going to be $132. We're going to go ahead and combine like terms here and see that 4 times 15 is going to give us 60. So the problem we're solving is 4p minus 60 is equal to 312. Using SAD MEEP, I'm going to add 60 to both sides, giving me 4p is equal to 372. We're going to finish out this problem by dividing by 4 on both sides and finding out that the original price of the tickets was $93 per ticket. Go ahead and try this one on your own. Writing the equation based on the information, we get 3/4 x plus 50 is equal to 611.50. Using SAD MEEP to solve, we find the original cost of the phone is $748.67. If you have questions about this or anything else from the lesson, please let me know when you get to class.